Okay, this screencast is going to remind you how to do a macro. Now you might want to create your menu sheet first, or create your macros first. I'm going to do it creating macros first. So on my developer tab, click on record macro, give it a name that makes sense. So I'm going to call mine move to summary because I want it to move to the summary page. Leave everything else as that is on the screen, just give it a name and OK. Okay, now in this case it says one already exists because I've already created one, so yes, I'll replace it. And then I'm starting taping my macro now. I know it's taping because I've got a stop button. It's not time based, so you can take your time and think about it, but all I want it to do is move me to the summary tab. And once I'm there, stop recording. And that's it, my macro's done. And then I can do another one, so I can record a macro, move to stock, OK, and move to my stop button, stop recording, etc. So tape all the macros that you want to do, and then insert a new worksheet and call it your menu. Always should be at the front. And then insert a shape, any shape you want. I'm just going to do a boring box, and then I'm going to format the shape, and then again make these your own. I'm just going to make it a pale blue background, and then right click and edit text, and I'm going to call it move to summary. I need to change that text colour because it's very pale, so highlight it, and on my home tab, just like in your Microsoft Word, you can make the font bigger, etc. You can do this for all your buttons first if you like, and then if I right click and assign macro, which macro do I want? Make sure it matches up to whatever you've put on the text, and I've assigned it. Once you've done all your buttons, what you can do is highlight all your cells, and you might want to change them to a different colour background, and then that way all those boxes go from your cells and it makes it actually look like a different screen. I could also insert a text box or just another oblong box and perhaps give it a different colour name, perhaps orange, and right click, add text and call it menu screen. And again, I could highlight my text, make it really bold, really large, metallic, and a different colour. And then once you've done all that, make sure that you save your workbook as a macro enabled workbook, and make sure you know where you're saving it. And then that way, once I've saved it, so I'll just show you this so you can see it works, that then when I click on the button it will move me to my summary tab. So once you've done all that in your menu screen, created all your little shapes, assigned your macros to them, what you should then do is in your other tabs, your other worksheets rather, create little shapes here to move you perhaps back to each other's sheet and then your menu as well. So the process, in your developer tab, record your macros, keep stopping recording, record another one, a new name, keep going till you've recorded all the macros that you want. Then insert a new worksheet, insert all your shapes and put text on the shapes to say what those buttons are going to actually do, and then just right click and assign macro to add whichever macro you want. You don't have to have a macro on every shape, so like for example you can have a shape at the top that's got your title on it, change your colours around, make them your own, but then make sure you save it as a macro enabled workbook to test it. If you click and say it doesn't work, well it's probably because you haven't saved it as a macro file.